Hey guys, it's Christy. So today oh my gosh, my computer has this thing called Cortana on it and she always thinks I'm talking to her. Anyway, so today is Wednesday and it is our team call. And today I just wanted to talk to you guys about some like pretty basic stuff because we have a bunch of really new coaches on our team, a bunch of really new builders and so I thought I would just kind of take it back to some of the basics. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the who, what, when, where, and how of coaching. So this can be applied to like new coaches or like old coaches, some people that kind of need a refresher. So I know for me, like whenever I go back to listening to old team calls, I'm like, oh yes, like why did I forget about that? So anyway, so let's get started. So the who of coaching. So with that, what I mean is, who are you trying to attract to your business? So all of this is basically going to be geared towards your business. So like how to grow your business. So if you're not attracting, if you're not posting about the business, or if you're not trying to attract business builders, like your team is not going to grow. Discount coaches are awesome, but they're not going to grow your team. So when you post on social media or when you're messaging people, who are you trying to attract to your business? You know, whether it's coaches, discount coaches, challengers, who are these people? Early on in my business, I didn't really have a niche person that I was talking to. So I was talking to everybody. I was talking to males, females, people like me, moms, bodybuilders, people that had like not even the same interests as me. And so as you can probably imagine, like I had a lot of frustration because I'm talking to such a wide variety of people that every time I would go to invite people, like I was getting a lot of no's and I was getting a lot of people that were joining my challenge groups or my team, and it wasn't fun. And that's a great thing about this business is like you get to pick who you want to work with and you get to, as coaches and also as challengers. And so I want you guys to think about, like, actually write this down. Like, who is your niche girl? Or if you want to also have like a niche guy, who is your niche girl or guy? Like, take out a piece of paper and write it down. What does she look like? How old is she? What kind of hobbies does she like? Is she married? Is she single? Is she college educated? Stuff like that. So like for me, my niche girl is somebody who is between the ages of like 21 and 35. And she is married. She may or may not have kids, but if she doesn't have kids, then she is definitely thinking about it. Her husband is either military or she kind of knows what it's like for her husband to be gone a lot. She definitely likes to work out. She likes to eat. She likes to drink wine, drink whiskey. She likes to travel. She definitely has pets. So she loves cats, she loves dogs, and she loves adventure, and she's super fun and really awkward. So that is my niche girl. And you're definitely going to attract people into your business that are not really your niche person, but there's something that like that connects you to whatever that is. So I want you guys to like write that down. And whenever you post, that is the person that you are talking to. So when you're doing a video or doing a post, you are specifically talking to this one person. Some people call it an avatar. It can be your niche girl, whatever you want to call it. You are talking specifically to this person, because when people are reading that post, if that is your niche girl and they connect with you, they're going to be like, oh my God, is she talking to me? Like, I feel like she's talking to me. So it's really important. And so, like I said, like, are you talking to them in your post? So you should have 5 areas that you are posting about on your social media. 5 areas of your life that you want to share with people. So for me, fitness, food, funny stuff, inspirational stuff, dog mom. I can't really post a lot about Jeff, although I'd like to, because those are the posts that people love the most. Being from Hawaii, moving around a lot, stuff like that. That's what I love to post. And Beachbody, it should definitely be one of those areas, but it should not be the main focus. Because if you've ever seen any of those other like direct sales companies or other MLMs or people who sell stuff, it's like bam, bam, bam in your face. And you're like, but who are you? Like, I want to know more about you. And that's what I love about this business is it's a relationship business. We are not here for transactions. We are not here for sales. We are here to get to know people and help change their lives. So I would definitely, like, if you have on your Facebook that you are a Beachbody coach, cool. But if you have on your Facebook that you are like, it says like coach at Shakeology or like I sell Shakeology, like, no, that's not who you are. You are your own person and you are in partnership with Beachbody. This is your business. This is not Beachbody's business. You work in partnership with Beachbody. And so make sure like on your social media, you don't look salesy. Like, we want to create really great relationships with people. So I'm just reading my notes. Also, so the who, are you attracting business builders? Because you definitely should be. And like I said, discount coaches are awesome, but they're not going to help grow your business. So we have a bunch of resources here to help you. If you're like, I don't know how to attract business builders, there's a bunch of stuff in the files tab in the team page. We have our Grindstone Nation building group. If you are having a conversation with somebody and you're totally lost as to like what to do, like you're at a point in a conversation where you're like, what do I say next? Screenshot it, post it in the group, and we will help you guys with that. And there are some tenure coaches in the group. There are some newer coaches, but everybody has awesome ideas and we can all learn from each other. And if I'm your upline, then you can definitely ask me for help whenever. So let's move on to the what. So what should you be doing? First and foremost, gosh, this computer. First and foremost, you should be doing the vital behaviors. So if you don't know what those are, look them up. I'm just kidding. They are be proof that the product works, invite, personal development, and recognition. And so you should first and foremost be doing that. The great thing about this company is that they want you to work on you first. They want you to get your mind right, get your body right, get your health right. And in the process, also help other people do that too. I don't know any other company that is like harps on that. Like, do your personal development, do your workout, drink your Shakeology. And that is what you should be doing. If nothing else, when the going gets tough and your days are horrible, just do your 4 vital behaviors. And if you're consistently doing that over time, then you like, that is literally the secret sauce. Consistency over time and doing just those vital behaviors. So my suggestion is, like, as far as building the business, like, find out what you're good at and do that. So like, you know, there's so many different avenues of social media. There's Instagram, Pinterest, creating your own website, like page, Twitter, Snapchat, like all this stuff. And it can get super overwhelming because you see a bunch of other coaches doing this stuff and you're like, should I be doing that too? But I really just challenge you to pick one platform of social media and get really freaking good at that. And once you're good at that, and then you want to try something else, another avenue of social media, do that. At one point, I was trying to figure out Instagram, which I still am, but I was like, it was stressing me out to the point I was like, I have no idea what this is. And like, where do I find my direct messages? I was trying to do stuff on Pinterest, waste of freaking time. I'm creating a website right now, but like I tried to do that like 2 years ago and it was definitely like not in the cards for me, like not a smart move to have done back then. And I have a like page, but I've come to notice like, I don't need that. You know, it does help you reach other customers that like you wouldn't normally be able to reach with just your personal page, but I really don't think you need a like page. And there are coaches in our, on our team that have solely built their business on just their personal Facebook. So, and then I tried Twitter and Snapchat. Snapchat is so stupid. I mean, like it could be fun, like it's stupid for me. Like I just could not understand it and I couldn't build a business with it. And if you follow Gary Vaynerchuk, he says like you need to be on Snapchat and you need to be building your business that way, but it just doesn't work for me and it stresses me out, so I'm not going to do it. So just pick one thing and get really freaking good at that. So I would suggest either starting with Instagram or starting with your personal page on Facebook and just post about do your 4 vital behaviors, post your 5 areas, and then just like, instead of feeling overwhelmed, like, because when you first become a coach, it's super overwhelming because there's so much to learn, there's so much to do, and you know, you're working on yourself, and sometimes you're just like looking long term, like when am I gonna get like there, like wherever there is, but just like feel empowered. Like, I am a coach. I get to work on myself every day. I get to help these people every day. And I get to post on social media about like the cool stuff that I'm doing. Like, that is so much fun. So yeah, just do your 4 vital behaviors and pick one platform for social media and get super good at that. And once you get good at that, then move on. Okay, so for the when, this is a huge issue for a lot of people because, you know, you already have your life, you have like a husband, or you have kids, you have animals, you have work, you have school, and you want to make time for yourself, to have fun and just unplug. And so it's like, when am I going to fit this into my life? Like, I feel like there's literally not enough hours in the day. But I mean, you look at these super successful CEOs, these people that are making multi-million dollars, which is not important, but like these people are doing a lot of things. They're successful and they have the same amount of hours that we do. So they've got to be doing something. And so it's, you really got to get good at time management. If you really want this, you are going to be able to fit it into the pockets of your day. You just have to make time for it. And so whenever I first started coaching, I actually had 2 other jobs, and I was a dispatcher. So I was working like 10 to 12 hours a day, and majority of the time I was working night shift. And that was rough, so rough, because I couldn't even have conversations with people. It was literally like sending an email and just waiting a day or two to hear back from these people, because sometimes I didn't even want to message them because some people like have their Facebook Messenger turned on and I didn't want to bother them. So it was hard for me to even have conversations with people because I'm like up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had to figure out when I was going to fit in my non-negotiables and when I was going to fit in my workouts, how I was going to post on social media. But I figured it out, and it might not be different, or it might not be the same every month. As your business goes through different seasons, you can be in a hustle season, you can be in a maintenance season. So some months and weeks might look super like honed in, like you are doing a bunch of stuff for your business. And then other weeks and months might look a little bit different for that. And then also depending on what your life is like, it's going to be different, but you just have to be able to recognize that and then reassess to see when you're going to be able to fit this in. So I would suggest like building a schedule. So if you want to do like print out a calendar, you can do that. If you just want to like write stuff out, you can do that. If you want to do like a cool graphic, whatever, just make time for this. So if you were like, I'm going to get in 3 invites every single day, Monday through Friday, because I'm going to unplug on the weekends. Cool. When are you going to do that? Are you going to do that right when you get up in the morning? Or are you going to do that right after your workout? Are you going to do that right before you go to sleep? I would definitely do it just like your workout. You don't want to leave it to chance. I would definitely do it early in the morning before anybody asks anything of you, or before the world just turns to shit. So yeah, just figure out what your non-negotiables are going to be for the days of the week and when you're going to fit that in. And when I first started coaching, I actually, for me, since I was so busy, it really helped me to plan out my posts. So every Sunday, I knew what my 5 areas were that I was going to post about. And I wanted to make sure that I got at least 1 post posted every single day. So that I was showing up for the people that were following me, and then also for my business. And so I actually used Hootsuite, which is kind of like Postcron, and it's a program that you can use that will auto post your post for you. And so I used that, and every single day I had at least 1 to 2 posts that were being auto generated. They were posts that I had pre-written, and they were posting to my social media. And you can do that for your challenge groups as well. But that allowed me to really figure out what I was wanting to say to my niche market, and also like not be so stressed out about like, what am I going to post today? Or like, oh my gosh, like it's already like 9 o'clock at night. Like, what am I going to post? I didn't post anything. And then you just post something really, really shitty just to post. So, I mean, that might work for you. I don't do that now because I have a lot more time to think, or a lot more time to do the stuff. So, but that's just a suggestion. And then also just like multitasking when it makes sense. So a lot of people say they don't have time to do personal development. I think that's a crock of shit. We all have pockets in the day. Are you taking a shower every day? Maybe if you're a mom, I've heard that you maybe shower once every 3 days. I don't know if that's true. But when you do take a shower, you're going to the bathroom, like you can listen to an Audible book. If you are riding in the car, maybe you can listen to an Audible book. When you're going on a walk with your dog, maybe you can listen to an Audible book. Or right before you go to sleep, maybe just read 5 pages out of a book. Something you can fit it in. And it's so freaking important to fit it in, because that's working on you. That's filling your cup up so that you can be a better mom to your children, so that you can be a better parent, a better friend, a better wife. So it's absolutely important. So just multitask when it makes sense for you. If you're, blow drying your hair, you can put your earbuds in and listen to your Audible book. I mean, you can really fit it in. So, but the most important thing about this when part of the business is that, yes, you want to make a schedule. Yes, you want to make time for the business building habits, but you also want to make time for your relationships. So if you're married, or if you have a boyfriend, a significant other, or family, like you have to unplug. You absolutely have to unplug. You have to, if you want to turn off your notifications on your phone, if you want to put it on airplane mode, and you just want to sit down and watch Orange is the New Black with your husband, like you have to do that. Don't let this business take over your life. And you definitely want to be, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but you want to be very open with your significant other about this business and how you're wanting to run it, and what your schedule is like, so that they don't feel like it's taking over your lives and that they're not important to you. So you definitely have to take days off and then also unplug so you can have family time. So the where part of this, where do you see yourself going with this business? And like I said, does your significant other even know what you're doing? So they should absolutely know what you're doing, because if you are here and you're wanting to build a business, and they are a significant part of your life, they need to know why you're on your phone all the time, or they need to know why you're getting on team calls. They need to know why your workouts are so important, or why your personal development is so important. And so you need to be real with them. So if you're in a hustle season, be like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to watch Orange is the New Black with you, but when you get home, maybe we can go for a 10 or 15 minute walk, or maybe we don't have 2 date nights this week. We can only have 1 date night because I'm in hustle season. I got to get a bunch of coaches ready to go. And yeah, so be open with that with them about that. And then you should definitely have some sort of direction of where you're going with this. Because if you don't have a vision in mind of what you want to do with this business, it doesn't have to be in 5 years, I hope to quit my job and make $1 million. No, it's just what are your 30, 60, 90, and maybe 1 year goals? What is your goal from here and up until 12 months? Because if you don't have a direction of where you're going, you're kind of just going through the motions and willy-nillying stuff. And so, for example, for me, I am trying to pay off all of my student loans within this year, not 2017, but within a year, I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans. And so I've calculated how much money I need to make with this business in order to do that. And so every day I'm hustling because I know what I need to meet in order to meet that goal. And I mean, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be, business related. Your 30, 60, 90, 1 year goal can be personal, your family, whatever. But just make sure you have some sort of vision in your mind about where you're going towards, and maybe what your dream life looks like if you want to go that far. And for me, I really like to create dream boards. So I actually print out pictures of stuff that of goals that I want to meet, and I cut them out and I put them on on a cardboard, piece of cardboard, or I do them in Canva or PicMonkey, and just create a really cool collage of stuff. And so every day when I go into my office, I see this. It's yes, I am going to pay off my student loans within a year. Yes, I am going to have abs, whatever they are. But it's very present in your mind. And so you definitely need to have what is my destination? Where am I going? And how much are you willing to, okay. So dream board. So next thing, the very last thing that I want to talk about is, with all of this being said, how much are you willing to give to this business? Everybody's looks different. Some people might be wanting to be in the millionaires club. Some people just maybe want to have like extra money for date night. Some people maybe don't want to run a challenge group every month. Some people maybe want to retire their husbands. Whatever it is, your life is going to look a lot different from the coach next to you. And that is totally fine. So if you see coaches like if you see me posting my invites every single day in the builders group and you're like, whoa, pump the brakes, girl. I am not about that life right now. That is totally fine. But what life are you about? Where are you in your business right now? If you are building a business, are you like a hobby coach, a part-time coach? Are you a full-time coach? Like, what are you? So you have to get comfortable. First, identify where you are at in your business. Like I said, everybody's going to be different, but identify where you are at in this business and what you're willing to sacrifice to meet the goals that you're wanting to meet for the place that you're at in your business. So like I said, like if you are just like, I just want to earn a couple $100 to pay for daycare. Cool. So what do you have to do to get there? You're probably going to have to be running challenge groups every month or every other month. You're going to have to be adding some coaches to your team. You're definitely going to have to be posting on social media. You're going to have to plug into XYZ group. Like what is it that you have to do every single day that's going to move you forward? So really identify what those habits are. So identify where you're at in your business. Identify what habits you need to be doing every single day to get you to where you want to go. And so like I said, it's going to look different for every coach, but it's also going to look different for the season that you're in. So if you're in like hustle season, like your invites and your non-negotiables, like those are going to look a lot different than if you are in like a maintenance or sort of season. So just really identify that. If you want to be building right now, are you committed? And if you're not, why are you not committed? Why are you not checking into the builders page every day? Why are you not getting on team calls? Why are you not going to like super Saturdays or events or posting on social media? Why are you not committed? Are you making excuses? Like, are they legitimate excuses? And if they are, cool, but own that. Like, if you're like, okay, like I actually want to quit my job, what habits are you doing right now? Are the habits that you're doing right now actually going to move you forward to being able to quit your job? If they're not, then you need to reassess, like, are you actually going to be able to put in the effort to quit your job, or is just this not the thing for you right now? Is coaching not the thing that you are focused on right now? And that's totally fine. But you have to just identify that and be okay with what you're doing and where you're at. And the very last thing, which is the most important thing, is you have to be having freaking fun. If you are not having fun, then you need to stop doing this, because I don't want anybody to be so stressed out and so overwhelmed that this is the last thing that they want to do. Like this is the stuff that I love doing. Like there are obviously some days where I'm like, oh my God, I just cannot live. Like I don't want to move on. I don't want to like down on my invites, screw personal development. Like there are definitely days like that. Those are the most important days to be doing those things though, because that is going to change the trajectory of your business. Because if you can get through those hard days, then the easy days are going to be easy. But you need to be having fun. And if you started out like rearing to go and this is not what you thought it was, then you can quit. Nobody is your manager. Nobody is making you stay here. Or if you're like, you were ready to go and you kind of take a step back, but you're ready to go, then I will most definitely help you. But you need to be having fun with this. And if at any point you're not, then you need to just reassess what's going on. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you guys. That's everything that I wanted to talk about, but I absolutely love you guys. You guys are kicking butt, and I am just so happy with the women on this team and the people whose lives we're changing. It blows my mind every single day. So I hope you're having a great Wednesday, and I will chat with you guys later. Bye.